होमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थसुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदताम् ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। आप सभी का स्वागत है आज के।
We welcome all of you to today's Bhagavad Gita class. We are studying chapter 5, verse number 25.
भगवान पिछले कई श्लोकों में बता रहे हैं
In
इस प्रकार से
many verses earlier, Bhagavan has been explaining
स्थिति को प्राप्त किया जाता है।
that how to attain the state of equanimity
बाह्य विषयों के राग को छोड़कर किस प्रकार से
and by giving up attachment to external sense objects, how to attain attachment to Paramatma.
पिछले श्लोक में उन्होंने कहा
In the previous verse, he had explained
काम क्रोध इसके वेग को
that
सहन कर लेता है
one who can
सुखी रहता
tolerate the urges of
है। उसको फिर वो 23वां
lust, anger,
आगे वाले 24वें श्लोक में
that was in 23rd. In 24th, he explained such a person, his happiness is within, his enjoyment is within, and his happiness is related to Bhagavan.
स्थित रहता है आत्मा
and he remains situated in that state.
तो उस व्यक्ति को ब्रह्म निर्वाण प्राप्त होता है। नहीं कि
Such a person attains Brahma Nirvana, meaning he attains moksha or liberation.
भगवान बता रहे हैं
Now he continues the same topic,
यहाँ पर समाज में रहते हुए वो व्यक्ति
that
कैसे कार्य
living in the society, how does this person work? How does he work for welfare of society? What are his qualities?
इसके लिए बोलते हैं लभन्ते ब्रह्म निर्वाणम ऋषयः क्षीण कल्मषाः छिन्न द्वैधा यतात्मान सर्वभूत हिते रताः।
Translation.
तो ऐसे व्यक्ति को उन्होंने ऋषि कहा है यहाँ पर।
So Bhagavan has addressed such a person as a rishi here. Rishi means one who has spiritual vision.
ऋषि उनको कहते हैं जो
Rishis are those
मंत्र को साक्षात करते हैं।
who have realized the mantra.
इसका ये अर्थ होता है कि उनके पास ज्ञान है,
They have knowledge.
आत्मावलोकन में व्यस्त हैं, यानी कि
They are engaged in self-realization. They have no interest in external sense objects.
बोलते हैं
In English, they are known as seer, one who sees.
तो देखते तो हम सभी हैं,
So we all see,
देखने का मतलब जो
but
तत्व वस्तु को देखता है,
when it comes to Rishi, seeing means one who sees the Tattva Vastu, that is beyond Maya. Such a person is known as Rishi.
और उसका जो दूसरा गुण है वो है
And his other quality is Kshina Kalmasha.
पाप समाप्त हो गए हैं।
His sins have waned.
प्राय करके दो शब्दों दो अर्थों में प्रयोग किया जाता है। एक तो जो
So sin is used in two sense. One is the activity of sin, that is Papa Karma,
फल होता है उसको ही पाप
and the other is the result of the sin,
से
that is also called Papa.
ये पाप
So
हो रहा है।
that brings suffering.
तो पाप की जो साधारण व्याख्या है वो है कि
So the general explanation of Papa is that when a person acts against the injunctions of Shastra, that is Papa. But the original cause of Papa or sin is avidya, ignorance. Because due to avidya,
में ज्ञान है वो तो
human being engages in sinful activities.
बोला ना अंत से
One who has knowledge, why will he commit sin?
तो क्षीण कल्मष का मतलब है कि
So Kshina Kalmasha means his sins have been destroyed, sins have waned. Because he is situated in inner vision,
और
his vision is turned inward, he does not have raga dvesh anymore. Then next point he mentions in this verse, his doubts have been dispelled.
क्योंकि संशय में
Dvaidha means doubt,
ये निर्णय
because
पाती है कि मैं
when we are in doubt, we cannot take decision whether we should do this or that.
बुद्धि फंसी रहती
So when our intelligence becomes stuck in
है। वास्तव में अज्ञान
such choice,
क्योंकि अगर ज्ञान
you have doubt,
से क्यों है?
and this doubt is due to ignorance.
का जो
So
परिणाम है वो छिन्न
Kshina Kalmasha,
कि उसके सब संशय समाप्त हो जाते
its result is, so when his sins have waned, the result is that his doubts will also be dispelled. As long as there is Papa in the Chitta, doubt will arise.
हैं। गोस्वामी कहते
In Bhakti Rasandarbha, Shri Jiva Goswami says,
हैं सत्शास्त्रे सद्बुद्धि सत्करो तथा कि जब तक आदमी के हृदय में पाप रहता है तब
as long as there is Papa in a person's Chitta, till then he cannot take
सही शास्त्र
decision properly. What is the correct, what is the proper Shastra, what is the proper Siddhanta. And as Bhagavan has told earlier in Gita,
श्रद्धानस्य संशय आत्मा विनश्यति। तो जब संशय रहता है तो आदमी फिर
when there are doubts, the person cannot take proper decision, so he will work in the wrong way, or he will not work only.
कष्ट उठाना पड़ेगा।
So then he will have to suffer.
व्यक्ति का
Such a person,
ऋषि है यानी कि वो उसके पास ज्ञान है,
because he is a rishi, he has jnana,
इन कलमश है
he does not have doubt.
और यथात्मन है।
And then yatatmana, that means his mind is under, his mind, his senses, they are all under control.
तो वश में क्यों है?
So why are they under
राक्षस
control?
नहीं है।
Because he does not have raga dvesh.
बाह्य
Our
वस्तु हम चाहते
senses,
हैं क्योंकि हमारे
they
अंदर
become attracted to
उन
sense
वस्तुओं के प्रति
objects
राग रहता है,
because we have
वस्तुओं में
attachment
चाहते
towards
हैं,
those sense
हमारे अंदर
objects,
द्वेष रहता है।
or
इसी कारण
we
से
want to give
कहते
them
हैं
up
कि
because we have
एक
dvesha.
आम व्यक्ति का जीवन
Generally, an ordinary
राग द्वेष
person's
से ही चलता
life
है।
functions on
और
raga
राग द्वेष
dvesha
केवल
only,
इंद्रियों में बैठे हुए हैं, मन में भी
and the
बैठे
raga
हुए हैं,
dvesha
हृदय
are
में रहते
seated
हैं।
in the
द्वेष
senses.
से अर्थ है राग द्वेष।
They are everywhere.
तो इन राग द्वेष के कारण ही
So due to this raga dvesh,
उनको नियंत्रित नहीं कर सकता।
he cannot control the
यहाँ
senses
पर इसका जो
and the mind.
चौथा गुण है वो
But this person, the rishi,
मन बुद्धि
his fourth quality is yatatman.
में उसके वश में रहती है।
His mind, his senses are under his control.
हमारे हाथ
Like our external senses, like our hands, our feet,
वो हमारे वश में है।
they are under our control.
जाना चाहते हैं तो हम
If we want to go somewhere,
नहीं जाना चाहते हैं तो हम रुक जाते हैं।
we go. If we do not want to go, we don't go. If we want to sit, we sit. If we want to stand, we stand.
नहीं अपने हाथ
If we have to lift an object with our hands, we lift it.
लेकिन मन हमारा इस प्रकार
But
से नियंत्रण में नहीं है।
our mind is not under control like this. Mind wanders anywhere.
कक्षा में है,
We are seated here in the class and mind is somewhere else.
आप तो यही है ना,
But you are here only
नियंत्रण है
because you have control over your body.
कि चलो मेरे को जाना है।
You will go from here only when you want to go from here. But your mind does not take your permission. It wanders anywhere.
शब्द का यहाँ मुख्य अर्थ मन ही है।
So here yatatmana, here atma primarily means mind only.
इंद्रियां सब अर्थ किए जाते हैं।
Atma has can mean many things, mind, senses, buddhi, etc. But here mainly it refers to mind.
ये अति आवश्यक है।
So controlling mind is extremely essential.
तो ये मन के कारण ही बंध और मोक्ष होता है।
Bondage and liberation are due to the mind only. So this person
यथात्मन है,
is yatatmana,
वही है
and its reason, its cause is that only, that he has,
भगवान का उसको
his vision is turned inward, he has realized Bhagavan,
विनिवर्तन थे
like it was said in the second chapter.
रसवर्जन रसोप्यस्य परम दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते। तो परम दृष्ट्वा मतलब
So param drishtva means having sakshatkar of Paramatma.
वो उसको
That is why
कोई रुचि नहीं,
he has no longer any interest in the sense objects.
तो उसका मन स्वतः ही उसके नियंत्रण में रहता
So his mind is naturally
है। अच्छा हो
under his control.
हमारे नियंत्रण में रहे।
So how nice it would be if our mind is under our control. Otherwise, mind keeps disturbing us. You see something and then your mind is disturbed, and then for hours together your mind keeps wandering there only. You can't even sleep properly.
हमारे नियंत्रण में हो तो
So if our mind is under our control, we can be so happy. That's why Bhagavan said
हमारा मन अशांत
that one whose mind is disturbed, how can he be happy?
तो इसलिए यहाँ पर
That's why here
योगी की बात हो रही है, वो यथात्मन है।
the yogi who is being referred, that is yatatmana.
गुण बताया है
The next quality that he says is
कि वो सब
sarvabhuta hiterata, that he is engaged in the welfare of all living beings.
हम एक आम व्यक्ति अपनी भलाई के
An
बारे में
ordinary person thinks only about his own welfare, his own happiness, getting rid of his own suffering.
जो ऋषि हैं
But the rishi,
जो हैं
the sages,
दूसरों के सर्वे
they
भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु माँ कश्चित् दुख भाग भवेत्। तो उनकी ये भावना रहती है कि सब सुखी
they have this mood that everyone should be happy, nobody should suffer.
तो वो तभी संभव है जब आप
That is only possible
स्वयं सुख दुख से परे हैं।
when the person himself or herself is beyond happiness and suffering.
पहले अपनी भूख
If I am myself hungry,
में सोचूंगा उसके
then naturally first I have to plan
बाद मैं बैठ के सबको भोजन कराऊं।
to satisfy my hunger.
ये तो तभी
I cannot plan about feeding food to others.
निवृत्त बस दूसरों को
I
खिलाने के
can
लिए
plan for others only if I am myself satisfied.
जिसके पास में स्वयं ही सुख नहीं है, जो
So,
स्वयं ही
one who
दुखी है,
himself is
वो
not
दूसरों को
happy,
कैसे सुख
one
दे
who
सकता
himself is suffering, how can he
है?
give
इसलिए
happiness to
ऐसा
others?
व्यक्ति ही वास्तव में
That is why
दूसरों का हित कर सकता है।
only such a person,
हित
the
का मतलब
rishi,
जो दूसरों के
can
हित की
actually
प्राप्ति है, इष्ट साधन है,
make
ईश्वर
others
का
happy.
जो इष्ट है उसके
Making
लिए
others
करता है।
happy means
और सबका इष्ट एक है,
helping them in their
सबका
sadhan
इष्ट एक
to
ही है, वो
attain their
ईश्वर है।
ishta. And everyone has only one ishta, one desire, that is to be happy.
तो उनके लिए पिछले श्लोक में कहा था कि वो
So for them, it was said in the previous verse that they are Atmaram.
तो उनको आनंद अंदर से आ रहा है, यानी
So
कि
they are
परमात्मा से, भगवान
getting
से
anand,
आनंद मिल रहा है।
happiness within.
तो
They are
इसलिए बाह्य
getting
विषय से उनको
happiness
आनंद
from
मिलता है
Bhagavan, from
और
Paramatma.
बाह्य
So they do not
विषयों
crave
से
for
उसके साथ में
happiness
किसी को
from sense
स्पर्धा नहीं है
objects.
कि मेरे को ये चाहिए,
They do
इसको
not have
इसको नहीं मिला,
competition
इसको नहीं मिला,
with
कोई
others,
ईर्ष्या नहीं है,
thinking that he has
कोई
something,
द्वेष
I do
नहीं है।
not have it. They do not have any
उस समय
such
वो
jealousy or
भगवान की
envy.
स्थिति को देखते हैं,
They see Bhagavan in everybody.
माम पश्यति सर्वत्र। तो इसलिए उस दृष्टि से वो
That is
सेवा
why
भाव में रहते हैं, सब
they
करना चाहते हैं।
are always
मार्ग में नहीं है, कर्म
in the
मार्ग
mood of doing seva to everyone.
भक्ति
Not
मार्ग में
just
हमारा
in
केंद्र
Bhakti Marg,
भगवान
it is
रहते हैं।
also in
कर्म
Karma
मार्ग में
Marg.
वो कहते हैं कि जो भी
In
हमको
Bhakti
करना
Marga,
है,
our center is Bhagavan, and in Karma Marga, the center
और ज्ञान
point is
मार्ग
that
में
whatever we have achieved, we engage it in seva of Bhagavan,
12वें अध्याय में
seva of others.
आत्मवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूत हिते।
Then in 12th chapter, he also says,
जो ज्ञानी योगियों के लिए कहते हैं कि वो भी मुझे ही प्राप्त करते हैं, सर्वभूत यही
the
सब
Jnana yogis, they also achieve me, attain me only.
तो ये उनका स्वभाव ही होता है।
So this is their nature, this is the nature of the rishis.
हमारे अंदर भगवान ने कुछ क्रिया शक्ति, ज्ञान
So
शक्ति
Bhagavan has given some Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti to us,
अपने स्वरूप में
and
स्थित हो जाते हैं,
when we become situated in our Swarupa, then we use that energy to help others.
धर्मराज युधिष्ठिर के बारे में कथा आती है
There is a story regarding Dharmaraj Yudhishthir in Mahabharata that when Bhagavan
समाचार मिला
returned to his abode and Yudhishthir got this news from Arjuna, then he renounced everything.
सिंहासन पर बैठाकर राज्याभिषेक किया,
He made Parikshit the king,
चले गए।
and himself along with his brothers, they went to the Himalayas, that is the Swargarohana Parva in Mahabharata, at the end of Mahabharata, that how they
हिमालय पर चढ़ते
went to
गए,
Swarga. So they were climbing the Himalayas, and one by one Pandava was
वो स्वयं बचे,
falling down
उनके लिए
due to the extreme cold, and only Yudhishthir was there. So the aeroplane was sent by him from Indra. He went to Swarga, and he was desiring that my brothers, they should be there ahead of me, because if when they die, they should be in Swarga. So when he went to Swarga, first he saw Duryodhan sitting on the throne, and Yudhishthir was surprised, how is Duryodhan here? And when he was searching for his brothers, he did not find his brothers. So then he asked, where are my brothers?
तो उन्होंने कहा कि वो तो नरक में गए हैं,
And the reply was that your brothers are in hell.
मैं यहाँ नहीं रहूंगा, मैं भी वहीं।
Then he said that I do not want to stay here. I cannot leave my brothers.
तो स्वर्ग प्राप्त हुआ है, आप वहाँ के जाना चाहते हैं, कहता नहीं,
But he was told that you have attained Swarga. Why do you want to go to hell?
मैं भी वहीं जाऊंगा।
So he said that no, either you bring them here or I also go to hell. So Indra told one Devadut to accompany
वास्तव में वो नरक नहीं,
Yudhishthir. Actually, an artificial hell was constructed
किया गया।
for him.
तो वहाँ गए तो
It was not actual hell.
रो रहे हैं, चिल्ला रहे हैं,
And when Yudhishthir Maharaj went there, he saw his brothers, they were shouting or crying.
फिर देवदूत ने कहा कि ठीक है, अब आप
Then the Devadut said that now please come to Swarga. Yudhishthir said, no, I will not go to Swarga.
नरक के वासी थे,
So
उन्होंने भी
the
कहा कि
other
आपको चाहिए जब से आप आए थे,
residents
हमें
of
बहुत
hell,
सुख मिला है।
they said that please don't go to Swarga. Just by your arrival here, we are
शरीर के
experiencing
दरवाजे
so much
स्पर्श करके हमको
peace,
बोल रहे थे
happiness.
कि हमको बहुत सुख मिला
The
है,
air
हम
that is flowing here, having
तो
touched your
युधिष्ठिर ने
body,
बोल दिया
is
उस
giving
व्यक्ति
us,
को कि
is
मैं
making us so
स्वर्ग
much
नहीं
relaxed because you are such a virtuous person. So Yudhishthir said that I will not go
होता है,
to Swarga, because if by my staying here
पड़ेगा तो मैं उठा लूंगा,
others are
लेकिन दूसरों को
feeling
तकलीफ
happiness, I will stay here.
तो यही है
Even if I
सर्वभूत
have to suffer and others feel happy, I will stay here.
दूसरों की सहायता
So
करने
this is
के लिए,
Sarva
दूसरों
Bhuta
को
Hite
सुख
Rata,
पहुंचाने के लिए
that for spreading
अपनी
happiness
शक्ति
among
त्याग कर
others,
देना।
giving up one's own happiness.
और वास्तव में हमारा जो भक्ति मार्ग है उसमें यही
And
है,
actually,
मार्ग
our
में है,
path of bhakti, it
यही
is
है ना,
all about this only.
अनुकूलन
Anukulyena Krishnanushīlanam.
हेतु। तो दूसरों को सुख, दूसरा मतलब भगवान और भगवान संबंधित,
Others means Bhagavan and those related to Bhagavan.
की दृष्टि से
The only difference is that here in this path of bhakti we see everything, everyone related to Bhagavan. Bhagavan is the center, he is the worshipable,
सर्वभूत
he is the Ishta.
हिते रता।
So here it is said Sarva Bhuta Hite Rata.
व्यास जी का भी एक वचन है
There is a statement by Vyasa
महाभारत में, कहते
in
हैं,
Mahabharata.
सर्वकाम धर्म सर्वस्वं श्रुत्वा च अवधार्यताम् आत्मनः परिकूलानि परेषां न समाचरेत्। उन्होंने कहा कि शास्त्र का जो सार है उसको सुन लीजिए,
So he says that please listen
धारण करो।
to the essence of Shastra carefully
कहते हैं कि धर्म
and
क्या
then
है?
work accordingly. So he says,
जो आपके
what is
लिए
dharma?
प्रतिकूल है
That
दूसरों
whatever
को
is
मत कीजिए, यही धर्म है।
and whatever is unfavorable to you, do not do that with others also. That is dharma.
और एक आम आदमी
The essence of dharma is very deep, and an ordinary person cannot understand easily.
तो उन्होंने कहा कि सीधा
So Vyasa said
साधारण
that
सा सूत्र मैं आपको देता हूँ,
I am giving you a very simple
आपको
sutra
अच्छा नहीं लगता है जो आपको
that
प्रतिकूल
whatever you don't like,
दूसरों को भी ये
what is unfavorable to you, you have to just understand that must be unfavorable to others also. If you do not like being criticized, then obviously others also don't like being criticized. If you like to hear praise, then others also like to hear praise.
आपको अच्छा भोजन मिले तो
If you like good food, others also like good food.
इससे हम समझ सकते हैं
So from this we can understand how we should
हो जाती है ना कि दूसरों का हित करना है तो क्या करें।
bring benefit to others. Otherwise we keep wondering what should I do for others.
फिर अब ये प्रश्न हो सकता है,
So Vyasa has given this sutra.
दूसरों का हित कैसे कर सकते हैं? हमारी
Now the question may be, how can we
यहाँ तो श्लोक
do welfare for all beings, because we are very limited.
का ही नहीं,
Here it is said Sarva Bhuta, all living beings, not just human beings.
सर्वभूत का मतलब केवल यहाँ केवल मनुष्य के लिए नहीं,
Here Sarva Bhuta is not just for human beings, but even for animals, birds, aquatics, all other organisms.
सबका हित कैसे कर सकते
So how can we do welfare to everyone?
हैं? का मतलब है कि हित
So the point is,
नहीं है, हम कोई भगवान नहीं,
at practical level, doing welfare for every living being is not possible. That is only possible for Bhagavan. We are not Bhagavan. But the essence is that we should have that mood, that mindset of bringing welfare to others. And that is most important. In our heart, we should have the feeling of
हित नहीं करना।
doing welfare to others, not
अगर हित ही ना कर सके तो कम से
not causing trouble to anybody. Even if we cannot do welfare, at least we do not inflict pain and suffering on others. If we can do this much also, that itself will be a great achievement in our life. Otherwise, generally what happens, we do not do welfare to others, rather we just keep inflicting suffering upon others. And some people
दूसरों का हित
have nature only like this.
और दूसरा वो है जो अपना हित करने में लगे हैं लेकिन दूसरों का हित नहीं करते हैं।
So some people, they do only welfare to others, and some who do not do welfare, rather only give suffering to others.
इसलिए हमारे समाज
And
में
there are many people like this. That's why in our society
दुर्व्यवस्था
we see so much chaos all around,
रहती है, क्योंकि व्यक्ति दूसरों का हित
because
करके अपना हित करना
a human being wants to
तो इसलिए अगर हम अपनी एक ऐसा
meet
भाव
his
भी बना
selfish, fulfill his selfish interests by causing suffering upon others. So if we can simply
सुख समृद्धि
be determined not to inflict suffering upon others,
पूर्ण बात
there will be so much happiness all around in society.
कि
That's why Bhagavan is making this very important point of always being engaged in others' welfare.
तो ये एक बहुत प्रायोगिक
So
सूत्र भगवान यहाँ
this is a very practical teaching that Bhagavan is giving here from the point of view of equanimity.
सुनी चैव सुपाके पंडिता समदर्शिना समदर्शी की बात की थी,
Earlier he had mentioned about becoming Samadarshi,
जो समदृष्टि जिसकी है
that one who has equal vision,
देखता है
one who sees all living beings with equal vision. Bhagavan had said that such a person is Jnani, he has Vidya, knowledge and humility. And then
व्यक्ति है
what is the destination
ब्रह्म में ही स्थित है
of such a person? He had said such a person is already situated in Brahma,
कि जिसका मन इस समता की स्थिति
meaning his mind is in the state of equilibrium.
को यहीं पर जीत लिया है, यानी कि जीवन
He has won over
फिर उन्होंने
birth and death in this life itself.
23
And then he had spoken 4 verses,
तो 5 श्लोक
5 verses actually.
उसमें बताया था कि किस प्रकार से समता की
In
दृष्टि
those verses he had explained how how to attain this state of equanimity.
नोद्विजेत च प्राप्य प्रियम कि वो प्रिय को प्राप्त के प्रसन्न नहीं होता है,
So he said that he does not become happy on getting what is favorable, he does not become dejected on getting what is unfavorable. His intelligence remains stable, and in order to practice that,
हर के विषयों में
he
वो
said
आसक्ति नहीं रखता है।
that such a person he does not
फिर 22वें
remain attached to the sense objects.
परिणाम होता है
Then he said, what is the result of remaining attached to sense objects?
कि उसका परिणाम केवल दुख होता है, इसलिए जो बुद्धि
The result is only dukkha.
इस प्रकार नहीं करते हैं।
That's why wise people do not work like this.
श्लोक में कहा था कि काम
And
क्रोध के जो वेग आते
then in 23rd verse he had explained
हैं कीजिए,
that we should tolerate the urges of lust and greed. We get these urges due to samskaras from previous lives.
फिर 24वें श्लोक
And if we tolerate them, we will be happy. Then he explained in the 24th verse that such a person, his happiness is within.
में यहाँ
So in that chain, in that link only, in this 25th verse, he is explaining what can we do to attain that state of equanimity. So earlier also he explained, do not become influenced by sense objects, control lust, control anger. And here he is giving one more formula for that, to be engaged in welfare of everyone.
कि वो ब्रह्म में स्थित है, अंत आराम है,
He also said this person is situated in Brahma, his happiness is within,
तो बार
he attains moksha, Brahma Nirvana.
समता का
So again and again he is making this point about Brahma, because Brahma symbolizes equilibrium, equanimity.
कि ब्रह्म जो है वो सम है,
He told earlier that Brahma is sama.
तो समता की स्थिति में कैसे
So that state of equilibrium,
रहने के लिए भगवान ये सब श्लोक
how to
बोल रहे हैं।
be in that state. For that Bhagavan is explaining all these verses.
इसलिए फिर
And for this only
वो अगला श्लोक बोलते हैं,
he speaks the next verse,
जो समता की स्थिति को बिगाड़ के जो हमको
because
विषय में लाया जाता है,
what disturbs our state of equilibrium and
वो काम वास्तव में मुख्य चीज है इसमें।
in that the main reason is kama, our desires.
यतीनाम यत चेतसाम अभितो ब्रह्म निर्वाणम वर्तते विदितात्मनाम। जो तपस्वी जन
Translation:
काम
For
एवं
those
क्रोध से रहित
ascetics
हैं,
who are free from desire and
जिन्होंने
anger,
अपने
who have
मन को वशीभूत
subdued
कर
their
लिया है
minds,
और जिन्होंने
and who
आत्म
have realized the
साक्षात्कार
self,
कर लिया है, उनके लिए जीवन
liberation
मृत्यु
in
और
Brahman
तथा
or
मृत्यु
Brahman
के पश्चात
Nirvana
भी
is present both while living
पुनर्निर्वाण
and after death.
विद्यमान है। तो यहाँ पर काम क्रोध
So
विमुक्त होने
here
की बात भगवान कहते हैं।
Bhagavan is speaking about
23वें श्लोक में
becoming
उन्होंने
free from
आत्मा
desire and anger. In
काम
the
क्रोध को
23rd
सहन
verse,
करने
he was speaking about tolerating
शक्नोति
kama
तत्र
and krodha,
शरीरं प्राक शरीर विमोक्षणम
desire and
काम
anger.
क्रोध उद्भवम वेगम के काम क्रोध के जो वेग हैं उसको
That the
सहन
urges of kama and krodha,
यानी कि
they
काम
should be
क्रोध से
tolerated.
अभी मुक्ति नहीं हुई है,
Meaning,
काम क्रोध का वेग
we
आ
have
रहा
not yet become
है,
free
उसको सहन करना।
from kama and
सहन करना
krodha.
मतलब उसको
The
नियंत्रित
urge will arise, but we have to tolerate that. Meaning, we should not act upon
यहाँ
that
पर जो शब्द प्रयोग
urge
भगवान
of
कर रहे हैं वो कहते हैं
desire and
काम क्रोध
anger.
विमुक्ता नाम।
But here
तो
Bhagavan is
जिसमें अब
speaking
काम
about
क्रोध का वेग
Vimuktanam,
नहीं आ रहा,
meaning this person, in this
काम क्रोध
person,
से वो
even the
विमुक्त हो
urge
गया,
is not arising now. He has become free from kama and krodha.
तो उसको सहन करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है,
So he does not need to
आवश्यकता
tolerate.
पड़ेगी नहीं। सहन तो तभी करेगा ना जब वो आएगा,
You have to tolerate
तो अब आएगा
the urge only if the urge arises. But now in this person,
क्रोध से
even the urge is not
पीड़ित
arising.
नहीं होता।
So he is not
उसका
suffering
कारण क्या है?
from the urge of
कारण
kama
है
and
विदित
krodha.
आत्मा नाम,
And why is that? Because he is Vidit Atmanam,
आत्मा का साक्षात्कार कर लिया।
that he has realized the self.
तो जैसा कि भागवत में बताया है कि
So, like it is said in Srimad Bhagavatam,
आप क्षीण हो जाते हैं, कर्म बंधन मुक्त
that
मुक्त हो जाते
such person, his papas are destroyed, meaning he becomes free from the bondage of karma.
हैं। क्षीणते सर्व संशय, तो उसकी हृदय ग्रंथि जो है वो समाप्त हो जाती है।
So his Hriday Granthi,
के साथ में वो तादात्म्य
the
होता है। विद्यते हृदय
knot
ग्रंथि,
is
विद्यन्ते सर्व संशय,
broken.
क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि दृष्ट्वा एव आत्मनि ईश्वर। जब उसको ईश्वर का साक्षात्कार हो जाता है तो हृदय ग्रंथि कट जाती है।
When he realizes Ishvara, then his Hriday Granthi, the knot in the heart, is
कटने का मतलब
destroyed. So, what does it mean that this knot is destroyed?
उसको अपना आत्मा मानना। शरीर
So,
के
the
साथ
knot, what is this knot? This knot means the oneness that we have established with the body. That concept of oneness is destroyed. We do not consider ourselves anymore to be the body.
कामना इसी कारण
So, from where do we get the desire, the material desire?
कि हमारा जो शरीर
The
है,
desire comes from here only.
हुआ है,
Our body is made of 5 elements, the Pancha Bhuta,
उसकी अपनी आवश्यकताएं हैं।
and it has its own needs.
हमको भूख लगती है,
Like we feel hunger.
आत्मा को तो भूख लगती नहीं है।
Atma does not feel any hunger.
से
Atma is
6 गुण बताए हैं उपनिषद में कि उसको
the 6 qualities which are mentioned in the Upanishad.
प्यास नहीं लगती है,
Atma does not feel any hunger, thirst. It does not have old age,
शोक नहीं होता है,
no death, no
पाप में
no dejection.
पाप नहीं लगता है।
Atma does not have any sin. Atma is beyond all this.
लेकिन ये सारे गुण जो हैं वो
But
शरीर में होते हैं।
all these qualities, they exist in the body. These qualities of becoming old, having hunger, thirst,
क्रोध होता है,
feeling dejected, feeling angry.
में अपूर्णता है।
So the body is not perfect, it is not complete. So in order to make this incomplete as complete, first we have this desire. Having material desire means we have some incompleteness, something, some deficit,
भाव हमारे अंदर
and we want to fill that. So that feeling of trying to fulfill that, that is
तो फिर आत्मा क्योंकि
kamana, that is desire.
तादात्म्यपन है तो उसको
So
पता है कि मेरे अंदर कमी है, मेरे
now that we have established this oneness of Atma with the body, then we say that I am hungry, I have this desire.
आत्मा की इच्छा नहीं है।
So actually these desires are not those of the Atma,
आत्मा में
but
ऐसा अनुभव होता है जब आत्मा अपने को
this
शरीर मानती है।
feeling, but we feel like this
यहाँ काम शब्द
because we have considered
काम का
ourselves to be
मतलब
the body.
इच्छा,
So here kama means any desire,
और जब कामना की पूर्ति नहीं होती
and when our desire is not fulfilled,
तो जो हमारे कामना की पूर्ति में अवरोध
then
डालता है, व्यवधान डालता है,
that which
हमारा
obstructs
क्रोध आता है।
the fulfillment of our desire, that leads to anger,
मोह पैदा होता है,
and then due to anger we have moha,
स्मृति नष्ट हो जाती है।
and our we become bewildered, our memory is lost,
जो यति है,
and
यति नाम यत चेत
then we are destroyed.
विमुक्ता नाम,
So here
तो वो उनसे मुक्त रहते हैं।
Bhagavan is telling such rishis they are free from desire and anger.
उसका मूल कारण वही है,
And what is the main reason for that?
क्योंकि अब उनको
Viditatmanam,
अपने स्वरूप का
now
ज्ञान हो गया।
they have knowledge of their swarupa.
अब उनको ये जो शरीर और आत्मा का जो विवेक है,
Now this vivek of body and the atma,
ज्ञान हो,
the discrimination, they have this knowledge how body is different from the atma.
इनके लिए कोई प्रयास नहीं करता।
So such person he does not endeavor
था उनको सहन करता है,
for this.
और अब कहते हैं
Earlier it was said that he just
इच्छा होती नहीं है,
tolerates the urge of kama and krodha, but now he does not even have this desire because he does not have any
तो उसके लिए
concept of oneness with the body. So to come to this state, we have to do sadhana.
चेतसाम। तो पहले उन्होंने कहा था
Earlier he had said
जो है वो नियंत्रण में है,
that
यथात्मा
his mind is under control.
कहा यत चेत,
Here he is saying yata chetasam.
तस का मतलब चित्त,
Chetas means chitta,
क्योंकि हमारे जितने भी संस्कार हैं वो चित्त में बैठे हुए हैं,
because all our samskaras are in the chitta.
कामनाएं पैदा होती हैं,
All the desires they arise from there only.
उसके बारे में थोड़ी हमारे यहाँ
If we do not have knowledge about something, we do not have any desire also for that.
उसके संस्कार तो चित्त में रहते हैं।
The samskaras are in the chitta only.
को हम जानते नहीं है, वो हमारे सामने भी आए,
Otherwise, if we do not know something, and even if we come across that object, we do not react. We just say we do not know what it is.
उसकी बुद्धि, उसका मन,
So yata chetasam means his mind, intelligence, his chitta, that is all
वो
in his control.
नहीं चल रहा है, संस्कार
His life is not functioning according to his samskaras.
चलता है।
He is disciplined.
काम संबंधित संस्कार
They are under his control. And actually, these samskaras of kama, they are like dead. They are or say inactive. They do not have any energy to give rise to any desire. So to come to this state, we have to do sadhana.
समस्या क्या होती है,
But what is the difficulty?
जब हम साधना में रत
When we are engaged in sadhana,
तो हमको एक भ्रांति हो जाती है,
then we become doubtful
अंदर तो कोई काम
or illusioned, thinking that now I do not have any kamana, I do not have any material desire, I am free, I am liberated,
कभी कभी
I do not become angry. Only sometimes when somebody else does something wrong, then I become angry. Otherwise, I am not an angry person.
अंदर एक बड़ी भ्रांति बैठी हुई है इस प्रकार की।
So there is this great illusion within us
विज्ञान
nowadays.
उन्होंने इस पर
Even in modern psychology, they have done this research.
इफेक्ट बोलते हैं,
They said it as Dunning-Kruger effect.
मनोवैज्ञानिक था डनिंग
There was
ने इस पर
a psychology expert.
अनुसंधान किया,
He
उसने पता लगा
did this research
कि जो है
and he found out that every human being, almost every human being, has this misconception.
समझता है,
What he overestimates himself,
मान समझता है, ज्यादा सहन
considering himself to be
ज्ञानी समझता
very intelligent, very tolerant.
है। तो इस प्रकार के विचार
So,
अपने साधकों में भक्तों में भी देखते हैं,
and we see this mindset even within our sadhakas. They are always busy criticizing others.
बारे में बात नहीं करते हैं,
They never talk about their own defects, but they only see defects, faults in others.
तो अगर हमको काम क्रोध से मुक्त होना है
So, if we want to become free from kama and krodha, first of all,
मानना पड़ेगा कि हमारे
we have to accept that we have this problem.
पहले से ही मुक्त मानेंगे
Because if we consider ourselves liberated to begin with,
ज्यादा सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है इसको तो आप एकदम अंधे व्यक्ति की तरह मान लीजिए कि हाँ मेरे अंदर ये है ही
you just
यहाँ कर क्या रहे हैं
consider, just accept that
काम क्रोध
we all have this problem. If there was no kama krodh within us, what are we doing in this world then?
तो फिर हम यहाँ क्यों रहते
There is no reason for us to have been even born in this material body. So if we have been born in this material body, that means we are implicated with this kama and krodha. It is there within us, and we should stop arguing that we do not have this problem. It is not just that we do not accept, we even try to justify that we do not have these problems. We have this self-image,
भ्रांतिपूर्ण प्रतिमा
an illusory self-image that I am so beautiful, I am so intelligent.
ऐसे बनाते मैं मूर्ख हूँ लेकिन प्राय करके
Sometimes people even have this image that they are foolish, but generally, in this spiritual path, we make this false self-image, especially
आरंभ करते हैं और थोड़े दिन कुछ
in the beginning stage when we do little sadhana, then we become proud
सिद्ध हो गया हूँ
that now we have become siddha, perfect.
तो शुद्ध भक्त बन गए हैं
We have become pure devotees.
तो बस भगवान का दर्शन होने ही वाला है
So very soon we are going to get darshan of Bhagavan.
भ्रांति मन
So we all have this illusion. So we have to be very cautious.
मैं ये बड़ी प्रायोगिक बात बता रहा हूँ आप
I am telling you something very practical for all the sadhakas
अनुभव वाली बात
from my experience.
तो मैं कहता आंखों देखी
So I have seen this over a long time. I am not just telling some theoretical bookish knowledge.
से मुक्त होना है तो पहला
If we want to be free from this kama krodha, first step is we have to accept that we have this kama krodha and stop preaching others that we are free from this problem. If we at all want to preach to others, we should simply tell them that we ourselves are full of these problems. Because if that is not the case, then why do we become angry? And if we have anger, that means we also have desire, material desire. Suppose there is a well, and if you throw a bucket inside the well and you get water, that means water is there. Now all the time you are not taking out water from the well. Suppose you take out even once a month, but water is there, then only you are getting it. If the well would have been empty, no matter how many times you put the bucket inside, you will not get water. So our chitta is like the well, and it has this water of kama and krodha. So sometimes somebody puts the bucket inside,
ना आपको ट्रिगर कर दिया
like we say somebody triggered me. So what is that trigger? That trigger is the bucket. So somebody threw the bucket inside
भर के आई
and he got the bucket full with water.
भर के नहीं आई वो छलकती हुई आई पानी बाहर भी निकल रहा
Not even full, it was water is actually overflowing.
तो इसका मतलब अंदर बहुत कुछ बैठा हुआ है ना
That means there is
तो इसलिए ऐसा सोच
a lot inside the chitta. So don't think that you do not have this kama and krodha. It is, you have that, and you have to work on getting
दृढ़निष्ठ है
cured. You have to work on the remedy. If we are actually determined truthfully on the spiritual path, then we have to understand this. Otherwise we will live in illusion, just like people outside have illusion. So here in sadhaka life we create another type of illusion. So then what is the benefit of doing all this?
और मुक्त होने के लिए
So if we want to become free from this desire and anger, first of all we have to understand from what we have to become liberated. So Bhagavan is mainly talking about kama and krodha. Earlier also he spoke about this.
विद्येनम या वैरिणम कहता है बड़ा वैरी है तुम्हारा नंबर एक
So he said that this is your number one enemy.
तो कोई बाहर नहीं है
There is no enemy outside.
लिस्ट बाहर बनाते हैं, ये मेरा
We keep making the list of our enemies outside.
तो इधर ही बैठा हुआ
The enemy is seated within
रात
itself.
आपके साथ है,
Whole day and night, all the time,
छोड़ता
the
नहीं
enemy, my enemy is with me. He never leaves me.
आपके प्रति जब
He is
आप
such
कभी
a
किसी से
formidable
होता है,
enemy.
उससे उसको आप हटा निकाल नहीं सकते ना, उसी का विचार आता
So when we become too much angry against somebody, all the time we keep thinking about that person.
पकड़ के बैठा
So this karma is also that type of enemy. It never wants to leave us.
तो इसके लिए यत चेत साम
So
आपको होना पड़ेगा,
we have to become yata chetasam for this.
हटना पड़ेगा,
We have to get rid
पड़ेगा
of this illusion that we do not have kama and krodha. And even if somebody tells us we have kama and krodha, we should not become disturbed because we actually have that.
कारावास
So once a king, he visited the
वहाँ बहुत सारे
prison
कैदी थे,
in his kingdom and he saw there were many prisoners.
तो उनसे मिला जानने के लिए
He met them
के
to know
उन्होंने किए हैं
what
क्राइम,
crimes they had committed.
जिससे भी मिला वो अपनी
So
सफाई दे रहा था कि
whomever he met,
निकलवाइए,
he was trying to justify
तो कोई
that they were trying to justify to the king that we have not done anything, we have not committed any crime, we have been falsely implicated.
एक आदमी
I am a very innocent person. Every person was giving his justifications, logic, how he is innocent,
और उसको तो
not a criminal, and he was falsely
दूसरा वकील नहीं
implicated by somebody else, or he did not had a good lawyer, but the other party had a very competent lawyer.
जानकार था, इसलिए उसने हमको यहाँ फंसा दिया,
That's why
तो सब
he became falsely implicated.
जिससे भी बात किया किसी ने
So,
यही कहा कि हाँ,
whichever prisoner the king spoke to,
यही कहा कि
nobody accepted
तो राजा ने देखा कि एक आदमी
his crime.
बैठा हुआ था,
Then the king saw that one person was sitting in the corner,
तो वो उसके
having his head lowered. So he went to that prisoner and asked, "Why are you sitting here? Everyone is coming here to appeal to me,
बहुत शर्मिंदा
should be released."
वास्तव में मैंने
But this prisoner said that I am feeling very embarrassed because I actually committed the crime,
वास्तव में कम
and the punishment that I have received, it is much less.
सजा तो ज्यादा होनी चाहिए थी,
Actually, I should have received much bigger punishment.
जेलर को बुलाया,
Then the king called the head of that prison
जल्दी छोड़ो यहाँ से,
and he said that
तो सबको बिगाड़ देगा,
remove this person from here.
हैं सब निरपराधी हैं, इनको अंदर रखो और इसको
So he said that all these other people, they are innocent, keep them inside,
अपराधी बन जाएंगे,
and this person is actually a criminal, so remove him, because with his association others will also become criminals.
अपराध को अगर कुसंग मिलेगा इसका
So if these innocent people, they get association of this criminal, they will also become criminals. So remove this criminal from here.
तो वास्तव में स्थिति ऐसी ही है,
So this is the reality. We all are innocent.
तो व्यक्ति ही है जो कहेगा कि
Only one or two people are there who will truthfully accept
उसने कहा कि
that they are
ये जो है
criminals.
रहने के लायक नहीं है,
So the king said that this person is actually not fit to remain in the prison because he is truthful. He has accepted his mistake. Only one who accepts his mistake will be able to work on getting rid of that tendency.
इसमें तो सुधार
One who is not accepting his mistake, how will he reform himself?
अगर मैं रोगी हूँ
If I am a patient, if I am diseased, I am sick, and if I do not want to accept that, then will I visit a doctor?
के पास तो तभी जाऊंगा
I will go to a doctor only when I accept that I have some disease in me.
और जब मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि नहीं मैं रोगी नहीं हूँ,
But if I am thinking that I am healthy, I do not have any disease, people are unnecessarily telling that I have disease. So disease will still remain inside. That disease will not go away just by my ignoring it or not accepting it. If I have fever and I say that I do not have fever, will I be cured?
जब तक उसका कारण का निवारण नहीं होगा,
Unless the cause is not removed,
ये यहाँ
the disease will continue.
करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है कि
So we do
हमें
not
कि
need
हमें
to
क्रोध
test
है या नहीं है.
whether we have
हमें तो
this
हमेशा शुरू
kama
से होना
and
ही
krodha.
चाहिए,
We should not have any doubt
क्योंकि प्राय करके क्या होता है कि
regarding kama and krodha,
अपने शरीर में
because
कोई
generally what happens, if we have some disease in the body
हमने
and
कहा है
somebody
कि हमसे
says,
हाथ मिला के यार आपका
and
हाथ
he
बहुत
shakes
गर्म लग
hands
रहा है,
with
fever
us
क्या
and
है?
he says that
तो हम
your
उसको
hand
नाराज
is
नहीं होते हैं,
hot,
अच्छा हो सकता है
do you
थोड़ा
have
फीवर
fever?
हो
So you
सकता
will
है.
not become upset. You may say that,
तो
okay,
शारीरिक
let me
कोई
check.
रोग हो,
So
उसको आपको
for
कोई बताए,
physical disease,
तो
if
आप उसके
somebody
प्रति
tells you
क्रोधित
of
नहीं
any
होते.
disease, you do not
लेकिन
become
अगर
angry on that
मानसिक कोई
person.
रोग हो,
But if you have some
तो
mental
आप देखते हैं कि
disease
आप तो बड़े
and
क्रोधी
somebody
आदमी हैं,
tells you that you are a
तो तुरंत
very
आप
angry
गुस्से में आते
person,
हैं,
then immediately
वास्तव में
you
क्रोधित
will
नहीं
become,
होते.
actually you will become angry. How can you tell that I am angry?
तो हम जो है वो हमारा स्थूल शरीर है और सूक्ष्म शरीर है.
So we have gross and subtle
हमारा
bodies.
जो तादात्म्य है वो सूक्ष्म शरीर से ज्यादा है.
So the oneness that we have established is much deeper with the subtle body. Not we have established oneness with gross body also,
थोड़ा आसान है.
but it is easier to understand that I am not this gross body. But understanding that I am not mind, I am not intelligence, I am not this ahankar, understanding this is very difficult. So our oneness with this subtle body is very, very deep. So if somebody accuses us that we have some problem with our subtle body, mind or intelligence, whatever, then we feel deeply hurt because we have established very deep level of oneness with this. So if somebody tells something about our body, we think that, okay, anyway, I am not the body, there is some disease in the body. But the oneness is very strong with the subtle body. That's why Bhagavan is talking about the mental problem only, that is kama and krodha. And then due to mental problems, we also have physical diseases. Actually, these mental diseases, they are the mind is the root cause of all diseases, like we say psychosomatic disorder.
प्राय करके जितने भी शरीर के
So
अपने शरीर में भी
generally,
खान पान से
whatever
प्राय
diseases
करके
we
जितने
have,
भी
we may
बीमारियां
have
होते हैं,
bodily diseases due to lifestyle
आरंभ जो है
problem,
वो
food
मन से
habits, but the beginning is in the mind only.
होता है, क्योंकि मन में इच्छा होती
Why
है मैं ये
we
खाऊं,
have
मैं वो खाऊं,
wrong food habits? That is also because
ज्यादा
of
खा लेते हैं,
these wrong desires in the
खा लेते
mind
हैं,
to overeat
या गलत
or to
समय पे
just
खा
eat
लेते हैं,
according to taste or to eat
या
at the wrong
गलत
time
मिश्रण करके खा लेते हैं, तो ऐसे
or
होता है.
eat
तो उसका भी
something
वास्तव
which the
में
wrong
मूल
combination.
रोग यही है.
So
इसको
there also
आयुर्वेद
the
में
main
बोलते हैं
cause is
प्रज्ञा
the
अपराध.
mind only. In Ayurveda it is said
आयुर्वेद में जब
pragya aparadha.
चिकित्सन किया जाता है,
In Ayurveda when it is
कारण बताते हैं,
analyzed,
तो उसमें
when they
एक
analyze
कारण वो
the
कहते हैं
cause of
प्रज्ञा अपराध.
diseases, one major reason is
मिसयूज
pragya aparadha,
ऑफ आवर
that is
इंटेलिजेंस.
misuse of intelligence.
तो हम जानबूझ के ऐसी क्रियाएं करते हैं जिससे
So
हमारे
knowingly
शरीर में
we
कोई रोग पैदा हो.
do such activities that lead to diseases in our
इसलिए यहाँ
body.
कहा यति नाम.
That's why here it is
यति
said
नाम के दो
yatinam.
अर्थ हैं. यति जो है वो
One, it has two
सन्यासी को भी
meanings. One is
बोलते हैं.
yati is means
सन्यासी
sannyasi,
का मतलब वही है जो राग
and
द्वेष
sannyasi means one who is free from raga dvesh, that is sannyasi.
दंड जो धारण करते हैं,
The sannyas danda, the sannyas
मन शरीर वाणी से किसी को
stick
कष्ट
that they
न
hold,
हो,
it means
अभयान
this only,
संन्यास
to
का
give
धारण
abhaya,
करके
not
किसी को
to
अभय
inflict
दान.
suffering upon anybody by
जो राग द्वेष से मुक्त
physically, mentally, verbally.
तो इसलिए उसको
They
यति
are free
बोलते
from raga dvesh. That's why they are known as yati.
हैं. और यति नाम का मतलब जो यतनशील है उसको भी
And
यति बोलते
yatinam
हैं.
also means one who is
यानी
engaged,
कि जो साधना में रत है,
who is busy in sadhana
अपने उद्देश्य प्राप्ति में लगा हुआ है,
to attain his
उसको
goal,
यति बोलते हैं.
fixed up.
यत चेतसा. और सबसे मुख्य जो है वो विदित
And
आत्मा.
most important is vidit atmanam.
हाँ, उसने
Here it
आत्मा
is
का
said that he has
परमात्मा का
uh,
साक्षात्कार किया.
realized Atma,
इसलिए ऐसे
Paramatma
व्यक्ति
or
को
Bhagavan.
कहा गया है
So such a
कि
person,
अभितो ब्रह्म
he is
निर्वाणम.
referred as having
तो ब्रह्म निर्वाण उसके चारों तरफ है.
attained Brahma Nirvan. So Brahma Nirvan is all around him,
निर्वाण में ही बैठा
meaning
हुआ है.
he is situated in Brahma Nirvan state.
तो ऐसे व्यक्ति को कहते हैं जीवन मुक्त.
So such a person, he is known as
इस
Jivan
शरीर में
Mukta.
रहते हुए
He is
भी
liberated living in this body itself.
क्योंकि बंधन और मोक्ष क्या है?
Because what is bondage and liberation?
कोई बंधन है नहीं,
There is no bondage really in the Atma.
तो
Atma
प्रकृति के जो तत्व हैं उनसे उनका कोई संबंध है ही नहीं,
has no relation with any material element.
एक माना हुआ है माया के कारण।
That relation is just in the mind. It is a concept that we have due to Maya.
मोक्ष उसको प्राप्त ही है।
So Atma is ever liberated only. And Bhagavan is all pervading.
देव सर्वमिति समात्मा सुदुर्लभ। तो इसलिए कहा अभी तो ब्रह्म
That's why here it is said,
इस जीवन में
Abhita Brahma Nirvanam. That even in this life he is liberated, and after giving up this body, he will be liberated.
दूसरा जन्म होता है
Because our next birth
कामनाओं के कारण होता है।
is due to our material desires only.
तो अगर कोई भौतिक कामना है ही नहीं,
So if there is no material desire, why shall we get any material body?
आत्मिक कामना है तो
And if there is only spiritual desire, then we get spiritual body.
कोई कह सकता है, प्रश्न कर सकता
So here somebody may also say that he has the desire for attaining Bhagavan, Bhakti, etc. So these desires are not referred to as kamana. When we say in Shastra, when it said become free from desire, it is understood that it is talking about material desires related to the physical body, the material body. He is not attaining liberation for getting material body. So that desire for liberation is not in this.
हमारे शरीर को जीवित रखने के लिए कोई कहे कि मेरे को भूख लगी है,
And if somebody say, what about the desires which are there for just maintenance of the body? If I am sick, and I want to get rid of the sickness,
ये काम शब्द का प्रयोग यहाँ नहीं।
so these desires are also not included in the word kama here. Here kama is used for desires of sense enjoyment,
तो आपके जीवन निर्वाह की वास्तव में आवश्यकता
which are not required for maintenance of your livelihood, but still you desire them for enjoyment. Or you have desires for such objects which have no benefit to others. You just want to engage in selfish enjoyment. These desires are referred to here as kama.
तो ऐसा व्यक्ति जो है वो
So such a person,
ब्रह्म निर्वाण में ये सब
he is situated in
नैनम प्राप्त
Brahma Nirvana.
स्थित्वा श्यामंत काले भी ब्रह्म निर्वाणम गच्छति। तो ब्रह्म निर्वाण शब्द का प्रयोग बार बार भगवान ने किया।
So Bhagavan has used the word Brahma Nirvana again and again.
तो
Here also he is using that word.
का मतलब कोई जरूरी नहीं है
So this Brahma Nirvana does not necessarily mean that he is referring to just Nirgun Brahma.
भगवान को भी पर ब्रह्म बोलते हैं।
Bhagavan is also known as Parabrahma.
कौन सा किस मार्ग का साधक है
So
के अनुसार ब्रह्म
whichever
का अर्थ अलग होगा। भक्तों के लिए ब्रह्म
whichever path one is doing sadhana, it will refer accordingly. For Jnana Yogi, it will mean Nirgun Brahma.
तो इसलिए ऐसे शब्दों का प्रयोग किया जाता है
So such words are used
अर्थ सब पर लागू हो सके।
whose meanings are applicable on everyone.
तो आज का प्रवचन यहीं पर समाप्त करते हैं। किसी का कोई प्रश्न हो तो पूछ सकते
So we'll stop here. If you have any question, you can ask.
हैं। दाऊ जी
Why modernist researchers have to invent new things like this Kruger effect? Because Krishna has already told us about it perfectly in the Bhagavad Gita 5,000 years ago. So in the 16th chapter, he said, Ishvaroham Hambogi, Siddhoham Balavan Sukhi. I'm the controller, I'm the enjoyer, I am perfect, I'm strong, and I'm happy. So I don't know, everything is being reinvented when it's already there. So it's just a comment, not a question.
ओके और कोई प्रश्न है क्या?
बाबा जी मेरा एक प्रश्न है कि श्लोक संख्या
Question
26 में मुख्यतः
in verse 26, Mainly the point is about kama and krodha and any other dosha like fear, etc. is not discussed. So, is there any main specific reason why he's just talking about kama and krodha? So, answer
काम से ही
the main cause is kama only.
काम से ही
Anger also arises from kama. Desire, greed is also from kama. Fear is also from kama.
काम में अगर
So,
अवरोध पैदा हो जाए
if there is any obstruction in kama,
तो क्रोध आता है,
then you become
काम पूर्ण
angry.
हो जाए तो लोभ आता है,
If kama is fulfilled,
और
then you
काम में
become
अवरोध पैदा
greedy.
कर रहा है
And one who is
वो बलशाली
creating
है,
obstacle in kama, if he is more powerful,
निवारण नहीं
stronger than you, and you cannot fight against him, then
भय होता है,
you become fearful.
और कोई दूसरा जो है वो कामना की पूर्ति कर रहा है, आप नहीं कर
And
पा रहे हैं,
if somebody else is
ईर्ष्या होती है,
fulfilling his karma and you are not able to fulfill yours, then you become envious.
वो काम ही है,
So the center of all this is karma only.
इसलिए इनका
That is why the Bhagavan is talking about karma.
जी कृपया अपना प्रश्न पूछें।
Radha Radha Babaji, thanks for a wonderful class. Babaji, my question is around this word sakshatkar. What does it truly mean to understand? For instance, if I'm an electrical engineer, I may know everything about the electron, but it's a fact I've never seen an electron. And then sometimes people say when you get sakshatkar or Bhagavad sakshatkar, does that literally mean just understanding everything in tattva, or does it mean Bhagavan self manifests? So this term sakshatkar, please can you expand on that? Thank you.
तो उनका प्रश्न मूल रूप से है कि ये जो कहा है यहाँ तत्व साक्षात्कार या
So mainly the question is that Bhagavan is talking here about sakshatkar. What is this sakshatkar? Realization. So realization means directly experiencing him.
देख रहा हूँ
Like if a person is in front of me, I can see that person. That is called pratyaksha, direct experience.
तो इसी प्रकार से भगवान का
So similarly here, the realization of Bhagavan or Paramatma also happens. Like in Bhagavad it is said,
साक्षात्कार सर्वसंशय क्षीयन्ते च अस्य कर्माणि दृष्ट्वा एव आत्मनि ईश्वरे दृष्ट्वा माने देख कर ही
Drishtva means by seeing only, by experiencing.
से ही हो समाधि में
Seeing just does not mean just seeing by eyes. Vision can happen in samadhi also.
तो उसी को साक्षात
Bhagavan spoke earlier about antarjyoti evacha.
जैसे ध्रुव का हुआ
And it can happen externally also, like Dhruva. He directly he saw Bhagavan Prahlad, he saw Bhagavan Nrsimhadev. So this is sakshatkar.
दशा में भी साक्षात्कार संभव है
In samadhi state also that is possible.
संप्रज्ञात समाधि में
In Sampragyat Samadhi it is possible. Next question.
कथाओं के बीच में
How should we understand the apparent contrast between the Pandavas,
पांडव जो कि भगवान श्री हरि के
who were pure devotees of Sri Hari, yet were shown Naraka and Swarga or Indralok instead of ascending to Vaikuntha,
अजामिल
and the Ajamila narrative, which teaches that one who has chanted the Lord's Nama never has to go to Naraka.
तो वास्तव में पांडव पहली बात
So, answer actually, first of all, Pandavas never went to Naraka. If you study Mahabharata,
किया हुआ है
there itself it is clarified that actually that was not a Naraka,
दिखाया गया था
it was just shown to them.
एक इंद्र की माया के द्वारा उसको बनाया
By Indra's Maya, it was created.
जहाँ नरक है वहाँ नहीं गए
Actually, they never went to hell. It was just to show,
इनका भाव जो है वो सबके हित करने के लिए
it was just to show their glory, that how they are always engaged in others' welfare, that they are ready to even sacrifice Swarga
ये नहीं है कि वो
for others' benefit. Now, having gone to Swarga does not mean they just stayed there, but they from there they finally went to Vaikuntha. So there is no contradiction there.
पुरुषोत्तम जी कृपया अपना प्रश्न पूछें।
तो उसका अर्थ कैसे बैठेगा? वियुक्ता नाम, इधर काम क्रोध वियुक्ता नाम, गीता प्रेस में युक्त शब्द का प्रयोग किया गया है विमुक्त की जगह।
तो वियुक्त का मतलब भी होता है
So
युक्त में
in Gita Press edition, instead of Vimuktanam, there is Viyuktanam. So answer like Yog and Viyog, that is Viyukta.
ऐसे रामानुजाचार्य जी जो विद्युत आत्मा नाम की जगह विजित आत्मा नाम पढ़ते
So like Sri Ramanujacharya, he says Vijitatmanam instead of Viditatmanam, he has used that word.
हैं। ऐसे थोड़ा पाठ भेद के
So minor variations in reading may happen, but that does not create any difference in meaning, whether you say Vimuktanam or Viyuktanam.
और कोई प्रश्न?
जी, नवदीप जी का एक और प्रश्न है।
Next question.
यद्यपि
While
जीव का
conditioned souls are influenced by kama, krodha, and other material qualities, we also see exalted devotees expressing anger, even though it is not born of the material gunas, yet it is still described as anger. How should this be understood in instances such as Sanat Kumar cursing Jaya Vijay and Agastya Rishi cursing King Indradyumna?
ये भौतिक क्रोध नहीं है।
So answer, you yourself are saying that it is not material anger. Here Bhagavan is speaking about material anger.
आध्यात्मिक व्यक्ति
Bhagavan never said that spiritualist will never become angry. I also said that kama, here kama refers to desiring material objects
तो
and becoming angry on not obtaining them.
क्रोध जो है
So that
यहाँ क्रोध
anger in the spiritual domain, that is also prema. Just like here, anger is the younger brother of kama because
का बेटा है।
it follows kama, or you can say it is born from kama. Similarly, in the spiritual domain also, krodha is also the son of prema. If somebody obstructs the seva, then there can be anger towards that person. That is a different subject altogether.
प्रार्थना श्लोक पढ़ें।
Okay, prayer verses.
सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपाल नंदनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर भोक्ता दुग्धम गीतामृतम महत् एकं शास्त्रं देवकी पुत्र गीतम् एको देवो देवकी पुत्र एव एको मंत्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा कार्पण्यदोषोपहतः स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेताः यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम् यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतिर् ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रये भवे भवे यथा भक्तिः पादयोस्तव जायते तथा कुरुष्व देवेश नाथस्त्वं नो यतः प्रभो नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपापप्रणाशनम् प्रणामो दुःखशमनस्तं नमामि हरिं परम्। हरि ओम तत्सत।